Good afternoon, and welcome to Connections with Kenyatta Collins, the show that highlights our stories from our perspective. Thank you for tuning in. It's homecoming week for my alma mater, the Southern University, and I am so excited. Happy homecoming to one of the greatest HBCUs in the world. With that being said, on today's episode, I got the inside scoop on someone who has a passion for teaching music and leading the world-renowned Human Jukebox Band. We spoke about his impact on the community and his future plans. Also, find out what local basketball team is bouncing their way to the top one dribble at a time. All of those stories and much more when we return from the break. You're watching Connections with Kenyatta Collins, and I will be right back.
Hello everyone, I'm Brandon Griffin, aka Mr. Grip.
I'm Bentley, the hip hop barber pole.
The Hip Hop Barbershop offers the best haircuts.
We service ladies too, Grip.
Ladies, we can do your eyebrows and your cut as well.
We welcome walk-ins, but tell them about the online booking.
That's right, you can book an appointment online as well, or give us a call at 225-252-7773.
We know the flavor, neighbor.
A band director's job knows no bounds, constantly going above and beyond for his students, but this director was built for it. Take a look. Good evening. Over the past few months, Connections with Kenyatta Collins has been blessed to have an array of guests on our show. Today's guest is no different. In fact, he sets the standard pretty high for marching bands around here. Join me in welcoming Assistant Band Director of the Southern University Marching Band, Mr. Brian Simmons. Hello.
Hola, how are you doing, ma'am?
I am fine, and you?
I'm good. That was one of my better introductions, I would say. Almost didn't know who you were talking about, but then when you gave my title, it gave it away, so I'm good, though.
Certainly. You're not from around these parts, are you?
Not at all. I'm from New Orleans, born and raised. I moved to Baton Rouge when I came to Southern University. I came in fall 2010, so I've been here about 9 years now.
9 years. You came in 2010 as a member of the marching band, right? What instrument was your primary instrument?
My primary instrument was baritone. I played baritone in the marching band, where I was section leader and assistant section leader, and I played trombone in the symphonic band and wind ensemble.
You had a few mentors along the way while you were in the band.
I've been blessed to have a lot of mentors and a lot of musicians that poured into me and also helped cultivate me and make me the successful person I am today. I like to say successful. Mr. Lawrence Jackson, who was director of bands while I was here, Mr. Nathan Hamer, who was former director of bands of Southern University. Those two guys together, they made me into I don't want to say beast, but just the force I am today. Mr. Hamer saw the talent that I had, and Mr. Hamer gave me the opportunities, and Mr. Jackson gave me the direction and the discipline. So without those two guys, I wouldn't even be sitting here. When I came to college, I didn't want to be a band director. No, I didn't know what I was going to do. I majored in music because I was good at it. I could figure it out, but I didn't know what I wanted to do. And they basically kind of told me, this is what you're going to do. This is what you were made to do. So now it's my passion. I wouldn't have it any other way. So I want to thank those two guys.
We definitely want to thank those two guys. You talked about them pouring into you and giving you opportunity. That pouring into you and giving you the opportunity led you to having the title, the position that you hold now. Let's talk about that.
At Southern University, I serve as the assistant director of bands. I help and assist the director of bands in all aspects of the total overall program. I mostly and primarily serve as the arranger for the marching band. So maybe 80% of the charts that you hear the band play, I'm responsible for arranging those pieces. I assist in instruction, the overall organization of the program, drill, anything of that nature. So I have been doing that about 5 years. This is my 5th year, my 5th season. We're about to close, about to go into my 6th. So I'm pretty seasoned now.
Okay.
I'm pretty seasoned into it now. So it's a job I like.
That's good. For the record, you were the youngest to ever hold that title here with the Human Jukebox.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And that's pressure.
That's pressure?
That's pressure because I was 20, 20, 21 years old.
That's a lot of responsibility.
So, I mean, it's a lot of responsibility, but you don't think about it. I see a lot of my students now, a lot of them are seniors now, and they're 21, 22 years old. And so they start doing some crazy stuff. And I was like, you know, how old are you right now? They're like, I'm 21, I'm 22. I said, I was band director at that age. And they look at me like, what? Because mentally, you know, you don't know if you're ready for something like that. All I know is that I was good at music. I was good at being a leader. But once I took on this role, I had to wear so many other hats. You know, I had to help people that I was in the band with. I had to instruct those people. So it gave me time to grow. So now I'm totally different than I was before. Just a whole new man, I would say.
And talking about wearing many hats, you're also a director of another band.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
The Louisiana Leadership Institute.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's talk about that.
At Louisiana Leadership Institute, I serve as the Director of Fine Arts and the Director of Bands. So with the Director of Fine Arts, I'm responsible for overseeing the choir, overseeing the dance team, which they know many forms of dance. I don't even want to call them a dance team. I have so much talk and things that and plans for them. I'm looking to start a dance company with Louisiana Leadership. So they can do, dance is really big now. So, you know, I can't mention Louisiana Leadership without mentioning all the things that we're doing over there. But yes, I serve as the Director of Bands. I took that title. Mr. Hamer passed it on to me. Well, he passed it on to Mr. Taylor. Mr. Taylor passed it on to me. And so now I'm just trying to find ways to keep our youth active, because their bands, their individual schools keep them active, but what's going to keep them together is the question. So I'm often down the street, we're giving lessons, we're practicing, I'm getting events for them to do around the city. We're cooking up something right now. We're trying to do our first Louisiana Leadership Concert Honor Band. So we're trying to get that off the ground within the next couple of weeks. So I'm really trying to change the scope of band in Baton Rouge. I want to bring everybody back together. I want to make sure everybody's learning, because a better Baton Rouge is a better Southern University.
True.
So that's what I'm really looking forward to. So it's one of my big hats, but you know, and the thing about it is, that's a non-paid position.
Is it?
It's a non-paid position. So I'm just doing it. I marched to Louisiana Leadership in 2006, 2007. We did the Rose Bowl parade. So I'm one of the very few people. I've served as band director of the band that I was in. So it's a high honor, and shout out to Senator Cleo Fields, who's the founder of Louisiana Leadership. He's also running for office this year.
Okay. Do you see a lot of the children that are marching, well, I don't want to call them children, but a lot of the students that march in LLI, do they transition over to Southern marching band?
A high percentage of it. See, the thing about Southern is, what's crazy is the students, when they see Southern University, they're like, wow, I want to be a part of that, but I don't know if I'm good enough. And I have to serve as the guy to say, you are good enough.
You are.
And so once they hear me say it, and after hearing their band director say it, they become a little more confident. So now we're getting a lot more than we used to get. So I'd probably say about, of the senior class every year, we get 70% of them.
70%.
That's high.
That's high.
That's high. How can you say you're the best band in the land, but you don't have most of the kids from the city you in?
True story.
You know, so we went through a phase where a lot of Baton Rouge kids, they were going to Alabama, they were going to Texas, they were going to Mississippi, but now we're back at the helm and we're getting more Baton Rouge kids than anywhere else.
How do you recruit the children from Baton Rouge?
Louisiana Leadership Institute is the #1 recruiting tool for Baton Rouge. It's crazy that it was said that, because high school band camp is geared towards everybody, but we get a lot of students from out of town. And Louisiana Leadership, we get all the kids in the city. So that's our chance to bring them together and give them that Southern experience. So that makes recruiting in Baton Rouge so much easier. We really don't have to even go out too many places to do recruiting. When I go to New Orleans, we got to go to school. We go to Houston, we got to go to school. But in Baton Rouge, they either going to come all here or they're going to meet us at Louisiana Leadership in an audition. So I would say that's the #1 recruiting tool for Baton Rouge.
When are auditions held for LLI?
For the program now, the good thing about Louisiana Leadership is to be in the program, you don't have to audition.
Oh.
You don't have to. It's geared to high school and middle school musicians, and we bring them in. We work with them from wherever you are. We're gonna work with you. You know, we're gonna get you the skills and get you the know-how and the show-how enough for you to be able to perform and go out with us. So it's really open enrollment. So everybody, once we're gonna open up again in the summer, and once those dates are announced, we usually put it on our Facebook, on our Instagram, LLI Marching Band, and we'll put out the dates, and the students will come, their parents can bring them and sign the forms, and you're a part of it.
Right on. When you're not directing, instructing, and writing music, what does Brian Simmons like to do?
All right, first of all, when I'm not directing, writing, instructing, all of that, which is maybe about 2 hours out of the day, so eat, 30 minutes of watching some kind of TV until I pass out, and then passing out. That's it. Now, my hobbies, I'm actually a good cook.
Oh.
Actually, very much so, but I just don't like to clean up after I cook. So that will stop me from cooking. I don't like my house to smell like food. Like, once I cook the food, if I don't like onion and garlic just running around the house, I can't deal with that. So I'll not cook something, but I'm good at cooking. I've just started doing like a lot of home improvement stuff. I never thought I'd be that guy. Like, I will grab a hammer and just tear something up quick. Get a nail and put a hole in the wall and hang something up. Like, I find stuff to do. I look around the house, okay, there's a blank spot right there. What can go there? I go outside, pick weeds in the garden. I never thought I'd be that guy, you know? So I do a lot of things that give me peace now. I do a lot of things that are quiet now because I'm around so much noise. I get so much peace from washing dishes. I can stand in front of the sink and wash dishes and just,
Okay.
it's just quiet in there. I may have my headphones in, but man, that's the best stuff ever. So my hobbies are the things that everybody takes for granted. How about that?
Okay. What do you enjoy the most in being a band director?
Oh, I can answer that in so many ways.
Okay.
I think in music, I'm gonna answer the first part. Music, I enjoy creating and expressing music. I enjoy me listening to a song, whatever song it is. I have to listen to the song and take it in. I have to get the message of the song. What is that person trying to convey? And then once I take it in, I have to be able to put it out in a way for the audience to be able to feel what I feel. See, it's so much. It's so many levels to it. So that is the thing I enjoy most about music. But as far as being a band director, I enjoy teaching. And I'm not sitting here standing in front of the class saying, this is A, this is B, this is this. Little Johnny, play this scale right here, play this note. Little Johnny sounds big. Okay, little Johnny, this is where you want to sit up in that chair, hold that trumpet up, put your mouth to the mouthpiece, tongue behind your teeth, and breathe. Ta, now Johnny sounds good and Johnny's smiling. I enjoy that. I enjoy them seeing it all come together, like right in front of them. Because that's a moment we all can enjoy. So I think I just enjoy seeing students get better.
What's your favorite type of music?
I don't have a favorite type. I like R&B. Like I like all kind of music. I'm one of those type of people, I can't put my iPhone on shuffle.
Okay.
Because something might come on, you know. Some of that didn't come on. Some Luther didn't came on. It's just I'm all over the place. So I listen to a little rap here and there. I listen to a little rap. I'm not big into rap. So if out of 100%, I probably got 30% rap, 50% R&B, and the rest is just whatever.
Okay. I know there's a big responsibility and a big hat that you wear with being a director, and you've grown so much in your position. Where do you see yourself in the next maybe 3 to 5 years?
3 to 5 years, I want to be Dr. Brian Simmons. I'm going to be starting a PhD program at Southern University in the fall.
Oh, congratulations.
Yes,
That's awesome.
Yes, I'm going to need all the congratulations and all of that. I'm going to need all your prayers. But I want, in 5 years, I believe solely in saying what you want and claiming what you want. So in 5 years, if I'm not at Southern University, I'll be somewhere teaching band. You know, I want to one day have my own band program. One day, whenever that day comes, I'm in no rush. You know, I have patience. But in 3 to 5 years, I want to be done with school, done, and just wait. You know, just wait on somebody to call me.
What's one thing that you've learned so much about yourself that this entire experience of being a director has taught you?
It's taught me to not take things so personally.
What do you mean?
See, a lot of times in life, and being a director, you see the art side of it, and being artists, we're all about expression. We're all about being heard, being felt, being seen, all of those things. And it's kind of taught me to just chill out. It's gonna be all right. I'm a very expressive type of person. When I don't like something, you're gonna know it. When I like it, you may not know. It doesn't really matter. But it's taught me to just chill out. It's taught me to have patience, and that's made me a better man. That's made me more progressive in the things that I want to do. So when I'm 22 years old, man, I was a firecracker. I just blow up and just say whatever. But now I'm just a little more mellowed out, and I know what's important. I want to be the best at what I do. That's period. But then again, I also want to be a service to the students. So with that being said, I have to always be cool, calm, and collected, and keep my good hat on. So I think that's what I've learned, to be patient and to not take things so personally, not to put myself into everything, because it's not necessary sometimes.
The hype of the Human Jukebox has always been high on the campus of Southern University. As an alumni, class of 2010, Stewart Hall, Mass Communications, what does it mean for you to walk in Mumford Stadium on Saturday night to hear all the fans just cheering and shouting and waving as soon as the band just, straight off of Bladehead, the band walks through the gate and the fans just go, hoorah. What does that feel? What is it feeling for?
What's crazy is on game day, for most of it, it's wartime. I have ice in my veins. It's wartime. So when I walk in, I don't even hear that. I don't even see that. I just have my hat at I always keep my head at a certain level to where my eyes not showing too much. Like it's when you see Southern University marching band, it is wartime. There just so happen to be a game going on at the same time. But I'm getting them. My job to get them in their stands, and let's go. Let's crank up. So I don't think I get the full feeling of it until everything is over with. Okay. I don't get to enjoy it everything over. On Saturday night, I'm on edge. At all points of the night, I'm on edge. I'm just waiting on something to happen. But once it's over, like, man, we did that. Like I'll be on the microphone announcing or doing a dance routine or something, and I don't feel anything. It just naturally flows. And then once it's over and I watch it, I'll start laughing. I'm like, that was funny or whatever. So I think that's something that I need to start doing. I need to start enjoying the moment a little bit more, because I have this thing with me, like as soon as I'm just on. It's a job. It's a performance. It's what I do. I don't have as much fun as I should. So I think in this fall I'm gonna have a little more fun. So I think when I go into Mumford Stadium after Bladehead and all this stuff, I'm gonna do a little more waving, a little more smiling. How about that?
I'm gonna wave and smile.
Okay, I will definitely return it. I will definitely return it.
Make sure. This has been a very interesting conversation, and I've enjoyed every minute of it. I look forward to the fall. We're all Human Jukebox fans. I want to thank you for joining me on Connections today.
No
It
problem.
has been a pleasure.
No problem. It's been my pleasure. Thank y'all brothers back there, because y'all never get y'all just due. Y'all never get y'all credit. Without them, y'all, this would not be possible. Y'all don't even know who. Y'all can't see them right now.
You can't see them, but it's Terrence Turner and Alex Scott. They are the masterminds behind Connections with Kenyatta Collins. Shout out to Mad Game Entertainment, all 2019 and beyond. Thank you for joining us on today. We'll be right back.
Are you suffering from substance abuse? Has your addiction taken over your life and left you defeated? Don't give up hope. The New Hope Outpatient Substance Clinic can help you achieve abstinence from addiction. Call 225-926-7911 today and begin your journey towards a better life.
With the rise of racism and peace being taken from the world, it leaves a person to wonder, what's going on in the world? Sadly, these things are not going away. Read The Dog Whistleblower to find the link between racism and the coming Armageddon.
Sakutuga sati pega nanti, bacha pa. Sakutuga sati pega nanti.
Motivated by a love for his community, the founder of Cream Sports wants to help your child reach the highest level they can.
Leader, motivator, teacher, father figure are all attributes that any great coach possesses, and Coach Corey Brownfield is no exception to the rule.
I'm a full-time educator. I love educating kids. That's what I do. You know, giving kids the opportunity, building their character, you know, putting them exactly where they need to be for us just in life and giving them that direction, and that's what I'm all about.
Coach Brownfield discovered his true calling was coaching through a horrific event.
I was fortunate enough to obtain a coaching job, coaching middle school basketball, and I asked the principal, could I pick a kid up for a practice one day? She said, no, you can't pick kids up in your car. I didn't pick that kid up, and when I got home to watch the news, he had been murdered. After that time, I think God really instilled in me what my purpose was.
That tragedy only motivated him to succeed.
So I just started really going hard with the youth sports, with basketball. We started Cream Basketball back in 2010, and we were able to finish fourth in the nation with one of our teams. Then later we took the team and I merged the team with Red Storm, and we were able to go and win the national championship, the whole entire thing. We had great players on our team like Skylar Mays, Wade Sims, Troy Green. I mean, kids who went off to do great things. So through just the Cream brand of rebranding the brand, I've been able to do great things for kids.
One of the great things that Coach Brownfield is doing for the community is making sure that children of different age groups get to play a variety of sports.
We have teams 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. We have 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade. We actually have so many different things going on right now. We have football, we have 7-on-7 football, we have flag football we're developing, we have basketball for boys, basketball for girls. We're developing a lacrosse team for kids. We have a swim team coming in the summer. We have a summer enrichment program that we're going to do that kids, where we focus on ELA and math, but well as a sports component so we can give the kid a whole experience in the summertime. You know, I've dedicated my life to saving kids and giving kids the best opportunity possible, and I feel like having a business background as well as having a mom who was an educator and a dad who was an Army sergeant, is the discipline aspect and the education aspect, it just had to be a part of my life no matter what. So I just put all that together in my own spin to say, you know what, this is the way I can impact my community. I've been a high school coach, a high school athletic director, high school offensive coordinator, won state championships, and football, did all this stuff. And just to look at all that stuff and say, you know, the one thing that I can really control is my lane, which is what I'm doing in my youth sports organization, giving kids opportunity, and it's really working.
And how well is that working, you ask?
We actually have 2 kids that came right out of our program this year that's in the NFL draft, projected no later than the first to third round. So if you really look at that, that's 2 kids that came right out of this program that are brothers, that their mom can look back and say, this worked for my kid, you know. This was a great thing for my kids to do, and I'm just proud to just keep going. That gives me the energy to keep doing what I'm doing when I see the kids make it. You know, when I see them be successful, and not just make it in sports, but just be productive citizens, be able to, you know, go out and obtain jobs, go out and just do great things in their community. So it's what it's all about with me, just giving kids the opportunity to be great.
Imagine your child being a part of an athletic program that not only focuses on athletics, but academics as well.
I don't care how many games we win or lose, I'm actually using this to trick you into getting a better education. Like, our kids have to turn in their report card, so I'm going to find out exactly what your grades are. We have free tutoring for kids in our program, so if you're failing or having, you know, any struggles in your, you know, with your lessons, we have people that come in right away and make sure that kids put back on track. We want the kids to understand that what this is all about and have a very, very IQ about, you know, the understanding of what it's going to take to get them to the next level. At the end of this game, no matter win or lose, we say family, and that's what it's all about.
And what does Coach Brownfield's family think of him?
Like, he taught me like skills, how to shoot, how to stop cocking it.
I mean, it's fun that you get to play for your dad. You're like, it's very like, I can't even explain it. It's great. Yeah, it's rewarding. You get to when he tell you to shoot, you shoot it. I mean, he doesn't really care if you miss it. You got to be confident and just play your best out. Play your best, and that's all he cares. You just give it your all.
It just fills my heart up because there's so much that he's doing, especially Cream. He's doing so much with these kids. And I see a lot of places, a lot of different organizations and everything. You know, having fundraisers for different things, but they never thought about having fundraisers just to keep these kids in school, to keep them academically involved in their community, churches, and things like that.
I love my city. I love Baton Rouge. I love the children of Baton Rouge. I want to see them all be great. I just love Baton Rouge, and just seeing our crime rate, seeing the things that's going on in the city. I'm just trying to make a difference with my platform. So we've been fortunate enough to send over 300 kids to college with this program. So it's something I want to keep going, keep getting the right backers and supporters involved so we can keep growing it even bigger.
And what is Coach Brownfield's ultimate goal?
One day I'll hopefully have my own school so I can implement, some of the things that I'm doing with my youth program and the education side that we're doing so we can really push kids to the next level.
For Connections, I'm Kenyatta Collins.
Staff and faculty treated my kids like they were their own.
Shiloh is a place where, your kids can come and be themselves.
The staff is very open to things that the parents have to say.
To enroll your child in Shiloh's Early Learning Academy, call 225-343-4734.
I hope that you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Instagram, Connections with Kenyatta Collins, and also subscribe to Connections YouTube page as well. Before I go, I want to give a big thank you to the Montreal Jackson Foundation for sponsoring Popcorn with the Police and giving my kindergarten class a chance to participate. They thoroughly enjoyed themselves and the kids had so much fun too. Thank you. Until next time, you be cool like you be cool. Enjoy your day and meet me right here on next week. Same place, same time. Have a good one.